Sometimes things don't go right the first time around. Like this beautiful walnut panel that I glued up, added resin to fill the voids, and then it warped terribly. I'm making a custom jewelry display for my wife, something we've talked about for months. We worked together designing it and planning it with 3D models and paper cutouts. She's been keeping her jewelry in various smaller containers for years, and with two 4-year-old girls who have an eye for shiny things, it was past due for her to have a better place to keep everything. After getting the frame pieces cut out and sanded, I got to work gluing these miters together. With the arched top, it took a few tries, but luckily the dark Type On 2 glue I was using has a long enough work time to get everything just right. With that drying, I could get to work on the face of the cabinet, which will have a maple and mahogany Edelweiss flower inlay. The glue up of the flower turned out great, but here's where my next mistake was made. I used CA glue to make sure everything stays in place, which is a great idea, but I was too aggressive in my sanding and destroyed the flower. Luckily, the back of this face will have a mirror installed in the final build, so I could try again on the opposite side of the panel. This time I used a higher grit at a lower setting and turned out much better. When talking to people about woodworking, I hear a lot of, "I could never do that," or "mine would never turn out like that." And I get it. There's a lot of patience involved, but like most creative jobs or hobbies, you don't really get better at it, you just get better at hiding your mistakes. Whether that's adding another layer of material or redoing a piece entirely, there's always a way to make things better. With the exterior shape done, I got to work adding these maple splines, and perfect timing, Rockler sent this amazing chisel set to get everything flush. I've used these chisels so much in the few weeks that I've had them, and I can't recommend them enough. I'm lucky enough to have a Rockler location close to me where I picked up the veneer, hardware, and card scraper for this project. I flush trimmed the face panel, which makes beautiful shavings, got everything looking good, and then it was time to cut this box into a cabinet. Once it was in 2 separate pieces, I removed the interior excess glue with my chisel. And here's another mistake. I used my favorite screwdriver from Casey Tool, which is not a bad idea, but I unfortunately over-tightened my brass screws, which caused 2 of the heads to break off. I'll have to fix that later, but I decided to move on to the interior storage of the cabinet, using my crosscut sled to cut out all the small dividers and drawers. I made an arched piece out of walnut to hold all of the brass necklace hooks that will be installed later. I always make mistakes, but this project was full of them more than any of my others. I think it's because a lot of this is new to me, and I wanted to share these mistakes because that's a part of the process. Before I made heirloom quality pieces, I made small ramps for fingerboards and handboards. Sometimes my family would question the amount of time I spent making these small ramps, but now I'm reaping the benefits of the hundreds of hours I've spent with these tools, learning their strengths and weaknesses. I hope you enjoy seeing how these pieces are built, and if you have something unique in mind for your home, contact me on my website, chandlermakes.com.